Good morning, guys. Let's start with our today's how does the market look like. So we'll go from the regular page one, which is the market pulse. So over here we can see that there's a good kind of a PCR building up, and also since morning I'm observing that there's a put writing continuously happening almost at all the levels. Currently the wall is sitting at around 23,300, and this has been since last week, as you remember. Bank Nifty is showing good traction since yesterday. It had a pending rally which happened yesterday, and it continues right today also. Fin Nifty is kind of in between zone right now. It's trying to rise up because there was a good open interest build up also in this particular thing. So overall sector wise, if you see, textile has been in the sector since almost yesterday that we are seeing, and the trend is a leader in that. So overall textile sector is performing, and then you come down to the lowest of all is the metal sector, which I have been telling since quite some time now. And metal sector has a shadow right now, shadow in the sun. So they are going to get more down in the coming days, depending on the way the metals would move in the US market. So if you come down to see highest open in this build-up is seen in Apollo Hospital, and this has been happening since almost 8,030 level that we spotted, and the highest open interest unwinding is happening at SBI Life. And the narrowest CPR for the day is LT. And we'll see in the CPR page if we have any opportunity in LT right now. Currently, it doesn't seem like, because otherwise it would have come into our either put writing or the open interest build up. So we'll see this later when we go. So on the day high side, Hindustan Unilever, and this is a stock that we spotted I think a couple of days back when we saw the open interest of around 5% in a dull market. And since then, I think it was somewhere 2010, 2110, and then it has risen to all the way 2200 currently. And Nestle India has been rising since yesterday. It always is a part of the CPR, as I have seen. Moving on to right, we have a Bank Nifty put writing happening. So currently, that you would see the put writing is now shifted to 55,400, and then a Nifty put writing is now currently sitting at 23,400. The price is right now below it, which means this is a strong signal for the rally to continue. On the right hand side, you have a again call writing in a Nifty, but it is a very far off, so I don't want to really take it seriously right now. Bank of Baroda yesterday it had a very good rally. It still is rallying today. It's trying to rally. It's a very slow stock. Don't have to really think of it going at a miles. So Bank of Baroda has a call writing, but it is very far. So I am not worried as such. This is a bearish stock. Coming down to the breadth of the overall market, you see 50 stocks are in bullish. It's a good sign, and 16 in bearish. Now, if I click on the bearish stocks, so the highest that I can see right now stock is a Hindalco. All of the metals you would see over here. Okay, but because there's only one stock which has a 3%, and the rest of the stocks are either having less than 1%. Most of them are having you know downfall less than 1%. So it is still not that bearish market. It's a very bullish market. If you click on the bullish stocks, you would see stocks having 2% and higher, almost three of them. More than 1.5%, there are like 4 to 5 stocks. So this is a good mixture overall. In the sense, it is not just a number of stocks that are bullish, but in the bullish stocks, the number of rise in the percentage wise is also good enough. So I don't want to short this market, as I've been telling since couple of days basis the market breadth, because the breadth is very strong. And if the breadth was a weak, yesterday it was although tilted towards bearishness, but it did not really go that deep. It recovered, and then we had a good amount of stocks in bullish also. So if you come down, we have a couple, four stocks in the right now war zone. I want to see if they have open interest build up. One of them is only Nifty. If you remember, Nifty has been showing a good open interest build-ups in the last couple of days. If you recall, even on the RBI day, RBI date, which is a Friday, we saw the good open interest build-up in both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Even right now, at this point in time where we are at 23,400, it is having a 75% open build-up, which means what, there's people still wanting this particular index to go up. So I won't be surprised we see 23,800 in coming days to next week. We have to just keep on observing what is the put writing that is shifting into. Accordingly, we take a call. Now, if you come down to see most active stock open interest currently is a one top leader, Apollo Hospital, sitting with this. Titan is trying to build open interest, but currently it is still 2-3%. I would take it very seriously if it is anything about 3%, 3.5. This is a good spot right now for me because it's a weak market overall. Generally, like if you see, we are in a bigger range of 23,000, 24,000. Okay, in this bigger range, if I want to be very peculiar in trading, I want to pick up a stock which are performing relatively better. Okay, for that you can go and see in your signal. There is something that I have kept it relative strength. Every day you can go and check the stock that you want to trade. How is it performing as against the Nifty or Bank Nifty? Then you will be actually having a good sight whether you should really take this particular into long or not. Because the market is weak, even if you pick up a strong stock, if it is relatively weaker, then you will not get much out of it. So better you watch strength also. So for that, I prefer anything above 3.5 is good enough for me to know that this is a good serious long build-up or the short build-up as the case would be. So that's the reason we saw Hindustan Unilever having a 5% open interest build-up in the weak market. So I was very much sure that this going ahead, this might come into the rally. And today we are seeing the rally happening. Okay, so now we'll shift the focus to see if there is anything in the intraday scanner. Intraday scanner usually would take stock slowly, but I think there's a stock which is right now coming into picture is the Apollo Hospital. Apollo Hospital, I saw it into high conviction. There was a put writing happening of 8600 right now because we are sitting above it, and maybe the writing has completely not stopped completely, but it's happening in a very low volume, so there is no high conviction right now. But it is good enough right now. But there's a CE cap, so I want to see what the CE cap is at. So if I click on the OI map and I come down to the ATM, which is here, so I can see that right now the call light is around uh, call writer around 8600, which is ATM, are higher than the put writer, which means and at least by 50%. So during the day, if I want to show that this will rally further to this 8650, 8700, so I want to see this reducing and this increasing. How do I see it? I can simply go into OI analysis, OI profile page, and I select the stock over here. This is a good place that you can actually see all your open interest rising or falling per strike because I have added that particular parameter. So let it load. Currently the ATM is sitting around 8600. The price is at 8602. We saw the good call writers around 8600. So let us see if they are increasing or decreasing. So around 8600, you see there are call writers who are still adding. Okay, although the put writers are also adding around 8600, but the quantum is lower. So the earlier what it was showing as a high conviction, right now it is not because the put writers are having a lower volume as against the this thing. So if I want to see this sustaining 8600 and even crossing 8600, 8700 maybe, so I want to see some reduction happening in at least couple of strikes ahead of this particular ATM and a writing which is a bit stronger than right now what it is, then I know that I have a clarity of a next 100 or 50 or maybe whatever points I have a targeted to. So, but yeah, on the downside, I see there's a call covering which has happened since morning at 8500 and good build up, but not so good around even 8500 currently. But what I want to see is this particular rising. So 62, if it becomes, let's say, 1 lakh for whatever reason, this rallies, and this reduces by 50,000, then I know that I can think of taking my trade in this particular stock. Okay. Now, if I go back to CPR scanner that we see, CPR scanner, if you would have noticed, apart from positional radar and intraday, a lot of screens I have optimized them and they are right now loading very faster. Intraday takes a time, position takes a time because it has a lot of data points connected. So I have tried to optimize it right now. It is comparatively improved, but of course not by the margin. Eventually, in the coming weeks, I will optimize it more. So till such time, I request you to please be patient till such time. So I'll keep on improving system very frequently. So if I come to CPR, we have a 27 stocks which are into narrow. These are the stocks which are supposed to rally, but we will not simply randomly pick up them all. What we will do, we have 4 stocks in Confluence. There's some kind of option activity also. So I'll click the Confluence and I'll see. So over there, I can see trend, which is of course performing since yesterday in textile sector that we saw. It is having good call build up around ATM. Tata Consumer is having, see, Tata Consumer is good stock. It is showing a put short covering, which means someone would have shorted this particular put is right now trying to exit it, which means it's a good sign the stock might cross 1120 and sustain. Okay, and likewise, Nestle India is performing, is also part of your open interest gain, but it is not having any kind of a significant put writing about the price. So which means there might be possibility that this could halt right now. If not halt, at least, but the strength would not be that much. Doesn't mean it will not rally, but it's about strength. Now, if you come to Nifty, it's a reverse of it. Price is sitting at 23,380, but the put writing is above the ATM, which means that at least right now we are going to cross 23,400. This is a good sign. And if it sustains and there's a further writing above 23,400, then we'll know whether this rally is going to sustain. But given the open interest buildup that we saw on the first page, I think this is going to rally even further. It will not just simply stop over here, because whatever fall it we had in couple of days due to global uncertainties now is gone. We had a good recovery in your Nasdaq and even Dow that happened since last night because of all the rumors of they are trying to finalize on the deal with the Iran and Iraq. So whatever, they are just trying to do that. I'll keep on focus right now into Bank Nifty. It has a good traction. It is a good base building which happened around 54,000. There's a CE wall right now. We are sitting above the CE wall. So possibility that this might get start shifting up, and once this put writing shifts up to 55,000, for example, then you will see a next room that will open up would be near to 56,000. So we'll keep an eye on this particular thing and see how the writing goes. This is the right now situation as of now. I hope you have a good, wonderful trading day. Thank you very much for your time.